children, for the warmongers and the corporate whores in the history books with the dinosaurs. I claim my power, I claim my rights, and no dirty tricks are gonna change my mind. I'm gonna rise up, rise up, rise up. I'm gonna rise up, rise up, rise up. Rise up, people, against the war. 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 Rise up.
Those who seek to control our mind and our very existence. They have taken the greed of the capitalist, the evil of the fascist, the subjugation of the communist, and moulded it into one ruling philosophy of fear, control, and deception. The free thinker scares them for maybe two reasons. The first reason is they can awaken minds, and these minds can be free also. The second reason, and probably the one they most fear, is when these minds are free, they are free to manipulate them in much the same way, especially if these minds work from the summit of the moral high ground. One must not forget that the controlling influences originate from a group of free thinkers working against the common good. The trick is not to fight their system, because fighting it means you are still in it. Thus you remain under their control. It is their system, they designed and sculptured it, and every move against it from those within it is countered. It has been designed this way. The ones at the top are not within this system, as they did not make it for themselves. They are free thinkers working against the common good, so how does one cope with this system? The system is invisible, yet it exists. It exists in the mind. It is a thought form that plays with and manipulates our primeval emotions, namely fear. Fear is the illusional key to the jailer's door that traps you. Yet fear is but another thought form, an illusion you can't touch, you can't see, but we are made to believe it is real nonetheless. How can they do this? They do it by manipulating events until we create our own fear. The fact that we created it means we can uncreate it also, and this is the skill of the free thinker. The free thinker realizes that fear is but an emotion created by hormones that manifest as a feeling in the pit of the stomach. Butterflies, for want of a better word. Have you noticed that this same feeling also creates excitement, joy, and love? It is the same butterflies. This feeling awaits for an interpretation from the mind to manifest it into reality. The interpretation of this basic feeling depends on what the mind perceives at any given moment. Is it any wonder that vast resources have been ploughed into mind control programs? In my opinion, our mind is the most powerful creative source we have. It can build houses, it can create the most beautiful pictures, it can draw an idea, then manifest this idea into other people's reality, much like an artist does when he creates a scene in his head, then transfers it to canvas. The artist has thought of a picture in his reality, then created it in another's physical reality. This is personal power. This is a facet of creation. Used for good, it creates a mind's paradise. Used for ill, it creates a mind's hell. The fight for the control of our minds is the oldest battle there is. Our minds are powerful because power is not with the person who moves the mountain. The power is in the spark of thought that decided to do it in the first place. A very good friend of mine says that the system is like a mammaric virus, or is indeed a mammaric virus. Okay, viruses mutate to become resistant. The mutations of this mammaric virus are the people it infects, possibly. As each new person becomes infected, the system becomes stronger. Like all viruses, it has symptoms, and these symptoms include a false assumption of freedom, a need to be like the rest, fear of change, fear of difference, fear of standing out from the crowd, fear of speaking one's mind, fear of other people. Side effects of this virus can include a forceful ability to belittle anyone who is different, paranoid distrust of people who act out of the bounds of the norm. This virus is contagious when one watches and reads the system's popular media. Like all viruses, it poses the most danger to the youngest of society, with the first signs of infection being a bottle of formula milk, for example. Many mothers won't breastfeed due to the virus's ability to make people assume it is somehow a dirty act. The child then gets fed bovine food designed for bovine offspring. Perhaps as a result of this is the herd mentality within the human race. Who knows? Human milk is designed for brain growth and mind stimuli, whereas bovine milk is designed to fatten and bulk up the calf. You are what you eat, as they say. Breastfed children rarely cry, and when they do, comfort at breast is not far away. This virus, however, allows false comfort due to its popular media. How many times does a mother or father plant a baby in front of a TV screen just to stop it crying? Baby's brain growth is a symbiosis with mother's milk, and the fact that mother can take fear away. Sitting a baby's developing brain in front of subliminal TV images is like downloading information from a PC to an empty PDA. The child then becomes the mutation. The system is all it will know, and, like other infected children, will become a protector of the system at a very early age. Not only does the child become infected into adulthood, he or she will become the virus's defense mechanism, and anyone who dares to step out of the norm will be met with condemnation. Welcome back again, and don't forget the second part of Sherry's interview can be heard on the Thursday page. That's it for this week's Thursday show. I would like to thank Stuart Harrison, Sherry Schreiner, Derek Robinson and Gina Romano for their valuable input into the show. If you want to become part of the Edge Radio broadcast and the Thursday show, just go to the Edge's homepage at www.theedgeam.com and look for the link under the main media player called Play Your Audio. Here you can submit an audio, or you can submit written copy, prose or a song. We will play this for you on the Edge Radio broadcast. If you want to become an Edge Radio broadcast correspondent, just go to the same homepage, and under that media player you will see a link. We are looking for Edge correspondents. Just click that and all the information will be available for you to see. If you've agreed or disagreed with anything on this show, please go to our forum. We will welcome your opinion there. Don't forget to tune in to Daniel Ott's live show this weekend, Saturday, November the 10th, 2007. This starts at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Daniel is talking to Joseph Farrell about the Giza Death Star. If you have a question for Daniel's guest, you can submit it now by clicking the Fast Blast. This can be found on the Edge's homepage. If you've missed any part of this show, don't worry, it will start again in just a few moments. My name is Andy Radford, your host for the Edge's Thursday show here in the Edge's UK studio. Thank you very much indeed for listening. Goodbye.
You have been listening to The Edge. To subscribe to The Edge newsletter, log on to theedgeam.com. That's theedgeam.com, where you can find out more about the guests and topics discussed on the air. The Edge is being brought to you by Internet Solutions, home of affordable website design and low-cost internet access. Visit Internet Solutions at es4.com. That's es4.com. Until next week for the Edge Radio broadcast, I'm Chris Moore. See you on the Edge.